Slight said he's heaven sent. Third person omnipotent. Great words, no difference. I don't rap, I make art. Bird need a race car. This ain't for the faint heart. Above clouds like Game Star. That's in my blood. That's in my blood.
I'm Brendan Austin Timberlake of Slightlee Daily. This is the newest installment of the podcast series, episode number 13. You can listen to me on YouTube, Spotify, Apple. I have Connor with me today. Again. He's in the brown chair. He's breaking out. He's busted in this new mic that we got. This is the first time that anyone has used it. He's the only one that's ever used this mic. I have never even used it.
I'm going to pop my peas in it. I'm going to spit it.
Well, that's why we got this filter and that filter, and yeah. Before we get into this podcast, I just want to tell you guys, today is Wednesday, January 15th. 3 days from now, January 18th, Saturday at Ridenour Studios, which is in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. The address is escaping me at this moment. I know it's on Park Avenue, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Come out. It's going to be a great time. There's going to be live music. It's only $5. I'm going to be performing. Da Vinci is going to be performing. Dalton's going to be on the drums, doing some covers and stuff, I believe. And it's going to be a great time. And one of DJ's friends, it's a girl. She's basically like a one-man band. I've never met her before, but he said she's really dope. So, yeah, it's going to be a great time. Saturday, yeah. You got anything to say about that?
I'm going.
The show? Connor's going.
I'm going to go.
Going to be taking some pictures. Can I get that out of you?
Yeah, maybe. I might be taking some pictures. I hope my camera comes in so I can maybe vlog it. I don't know.
Well, if anything, you can just vlog with your camera.
I can. It's bulky.
It is, but that's what everyone's doing now. That's what Casey Neistat does.
Yeah.
So, yeah, come out January 18th this Saturday. You have no excuse. I literally did a podcast with DJ, who is the creator of this, the curator of this. This is his idea. Don't let me. This is not my idea. I'm just I want to be a part of it because DJ asked me, and I love DJ. But yeah, this is DJ's idea. He's hosting it. Come out, bring positive vibes. Yeah, Apple, Spotify, YouTube. We're here. Episode number 13. I think. Yes, 13. I can never keep up with the episodes. So yeah, episode number 13.
Before we get a whiteboard.
Yeah, true.
Just write it on there.
Ticks like 1, 2.
It's a whiteboard. So
yeah, true. So we do want to talk to you guys a little bit about this documentary we watched and a couple other creepy things. But before we get into it, I'm going to talk a little football, just a bit. So, you're not much of a football fan, okay? So I'm gonna put this into terms with you, and I'm just gonna say, how does that make you feel? And if you feel nothing about it, then just say I feel nothing about it. So as you know, or you may not know, LSU won the national championship this year. Okay,
I did know that.
Their quarterback, Joe Burrow, had statistically literally the greatest football season ever for one individual player, like ever. He threw the most touchdowns ever. Was responsible for the most touchdowns ever, like had the greatest college football quarterback season ever, like better than everyone. Isn't that crazy that it happened out of this year in the first year of the 2020 decade? It's kind of funny. We're witnessing that.
Yeah.
He won the championship, beat everyone. So shout out to Joe Burrow. He's definitely going to go super high in the draft. He's about to make so many millions of dollars. Let's see. The Titans play Sunday for a chance for the Super Bowl. That's going to be lit. Even if you're not a football fan, this is when non-sports fans can watch sports.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they play the Chiefs, which they already beat the Chiefs. And if the Titans go to the Super Bowl, I already know Nashville's going to be lit as fuck Sunday during the game. I'm pretty sure it's during the day at 2, but it's still going to be lit.
Don't even get out on the roads that day.
All right. So we watched this documentary called "Don't Fuck with Cats." I know it sounds super weird, super weird, and it is. It is very weird. It's a documentary about this person. All right, so in 2010, 2009, whenever YouTube and the internet was first popping off, which we can get into really good detail with this, but when the internet was first popping off, there's a guy who uploaded a video of him killing cats on YouTube, and that eventually led to Facebook groups and people trying to find this man because they were like, wow, this guy is insane and he needs to be stopped, and he's gonna move on from little kitty cats, and he did eventually. So
Yeah, this psychopath's name is Luca Magnotta, and he is psycho, super psycho. All right, so yeah, Luca Magnotta,
Don't Fuck with Cats, the documentary. It is on Netflix.
complete psychopath. Posted a video of him putting them in a bag, a vacuum sealed bag, and then vacuuming all the air out of it.
Suffocating them and dying.
Yeah, ultimately
two little kittens, right?
killing them. Yes, 2 kittens, and then posted another video a couple weeks later of him getting the kittens out of a freezer and then playing with them
like
they're
they're
dolls.
Yes.
It's
Like
weird.
toys.
Chills. But yeah, so they started a Facebook group like, we got to find this guy. He's going to move on to a human. The police didn't listen to him because they actually tracked him down after years of looking. I think it took like 3 years.
Yeah, like the documentary from start to finish, I think is about a span of 3 to 4 years.
Yeah, so it took them 3 years to actually like get a face, I guess, to behind the videos,
Well,
a person behind the videos, and then after they found him, the police wouldn't listen to him. They sent them all their files, everything they had on him. He had 50 burner accounts.
Yeah, he was like, he was taunting the people, the Facebook group. Like the Facebook group was deep too. It was like tens of thousands of people who were a part of it and who were like posting to this message board, and it was like,
was it tens of thousands? I
Yeah,
thought it was
dude.
like a mean 60.
oh, it
Like,
might
not
it might have
60,000,
been. I
but 60
swear I thought
people.
it said like 10,000 likes. I don't know. It was probably. I might be wrong. It might have been less than 100 people. But
Well, there was 2 main people. It was Body, whatever. I think
And
that was
then-
a stage name, and then was it John Green?
Yeah, John Green with the E at the end of Green.
Yeah.
Yeah, those two people were the ones who were like the ringleaders of it, but they were determined to find this man, and they were going to whatever depths they could possibly go, like finding every small detail possible. Like we can get into it, the cigarettes,
Yeah, man.
there was so in that video with the cats, he was smoking a cigarette, and you could see the pack of cigarettes in one single frame, one tiny frame.
Yeah, and then they broke it down. They downloaded it and then broke it
Yeah.
down into frames. And she said it was like, I don't know. I mean, it was only like a 30-second video, but there's no telling how many frames that was.
Right. Every little millisecond, they split it into frames and made files and scrolled through all those pictures, and they found one frame that had the cigarette pack, and on the side of it had the Surgeon General's warning, which is only in North America. It might just be in the U.S. I don't know if it's Canada too, but
Well, I mean, he was in Canada, so I'm sure it's not.
okay, yeah, true. Yeah, ultimately they did find him, obviously, but he was in Canada, and he eventually. So he uploaded these 2 cat videos, and then another one of him feeding the cat to a fucking anaconda,
Yeah.
a big ass snake, on video, which is it's awful. And then he's just taunting these people and just taunting them. And meanwhile, like, this is at the beginning of like the internet. Not the internet, but like the beginning of YouTube, with the beginning of like what we have now, how we use internet now.
It was more like the beginning of when internet became like popular with the public.
Mhm.
Like everyone had laptops. And
Yeah,
whatnot,
or a desktop.
Yeah, or a desktop.
Mm-hmm.
Like a home computer that
Yeah.
was used for like recreational use, not business.
Yeah. And he was posting all these videos to Facebook and YouTube and just was taunting these people, and just he was basically, I mean, they reference the movies Catch Me If You Can a lot because that's what he was trying to like.
Yeah, that was his favorite
Dude,
movie. So
yeah.
he was trying to like,
He was trying to reenact
take on
it.
that Leo role.
And yeah, eventually after the Anaconda video, I can't really, you'd have to go watch the documentary. Even though we're spoiling it, it's still like worth the watch.
Like there's just a huge plot twist that will blow your mind.
Yeah, there's three 1-hour episodes. But yeah, eventually he does end up going and murdering someone, and on
Behold,
video.
he posted a video of that too.
On video.
And you might have seen it because I've actually seen it before I knew what it was. And it's called One Lunatic, One Ice Pick, but super hard to find nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, it's disgusting. He murders this person and I believe dismembers him, and then
so he cuts his ankles and his wrist off. Oh, well, he cuts all his limbs off, but he saves the ankles and the hands and sends one, I don't know which one, but he sends the feet to a political party. I think it was liberal. And then he sent the hands to an elementary school. Like a complete psychopath.
And it's gross as fuck. And
then he left the torso in a suitcase outside of his apartment complex. Like he wanted someone to chase him.
Basically, yeah, like you just said, he wanted someone to chase him, and basically what they were saying in the documentary is like this man was just, I mean, he was like neglected as a child, I guess, and just really wanted attention. He was bullied, and he just wanted attention.
Yeah, he wanted to be a male model, and then when that failed, he just kind of was like, all right, well, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, I mean, they also get into his personal life and stuff, and like what he was doing around this time, and the murder itself was actually, so they interview his mother, and she says,
Didn't you say they left some things out?
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
They did. We can get into that. But they interview his mom, and she gives details about like what he wanted to do, what he was like as a kid, and she was saying that he was bullied, all this kind of stuff, and like didn't want to go outside, didn't want to make friends or anything, so he just watched movies all the time and that kind of thing. He was really introverted, and he just got like obsessed with film and modeling and that kind of stuff, and he wanted to be a model and an actor. Moved to the big city, or moved from his city to the big city, I think Toronto or something, to try and get into that, pursue acting and modeling, and it didn't work for him. So he got into escorting, prostituting, and eventually that's what he had to settle for. So time moves on, and he's the video, the One Lunatic, One Ice Pick video, that's a meetup. Mm-hmm. Like he met this dude on Craigslist and made a video, did that. And yeah, so basically he's making his own real life, like we have had a bunch of conversations about this, but he made his like real life own murder thriller movie.
Yeah,
like,
and really, that's the twist. Okay, so we won't get too into that, but it is weird. Like he took a bunch of different parts from different movies and kind of, which it's weird to say, but he is like a genius for it.
Yeah,
but I mean, he's spending life in jail. So
yeah, he got caught obviously, but he eventually went on the run after this. Whenever things really started heating up, he went on the run like to Paris. And then, overseas, and then I think he got caught in Berlin, Germany. What's so funny is he got caught at an internet cafe on a computer.
Yeah, looking at himself.
Really?
Yeah, he was searching himself. Like, what?
Dude. Come on.
Like, after all this, you're going to get taken down by an internet cafe owner. Because, the little cashier guy called him.
He was like, hey, that's the guy that chopped up a dude.
Yeah, and he was on the computer looking it up, so he basically like kind of held a picture to himself, like, "Yeah, look, this is me."
That's him.
And he had like a cheap wig on.
They did leave some stuff out, and the more I read, I mean, it wasn't necessarily anything that was super big. Like they told the story right. I feel like
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't just like about his dad and his mom.
yeah, they left some stuff out. They said that his dad had some mental issues. He was schizophrenic, and his mom like was semi abusive to him.
Yeah, it says right here they would
Which I don't know where this information came from. But this, it's a documentary. They can only cover so much, Like that Firefest documentary, you know what I'm talking about? They got a Hulu one and a Netflix one, and they're different, to be honest.
Yeah. Where did I read that at? All right, it said something about his mother, like she would she took their pet rabbits and put them outside to freeze to death.
Yeah.
And she would abuse them. She would abuse him and his siblings.
So, I mean, obviously it's not okay to fucking hurt anyone or any animal or anything, but like he was definitely had been through some shit. So like you can, it's kind of fucked up to say, but you can kind of see why he did it, if that makes sense. Like I'm definitely not trying to like make him seem like, I'm not trying to humanize him because he's a monster, but like, I mean, dude, he definitely went. There was a lot of things that made him who he was.
Yeah, I mean, he had definitely a messed up childhood, but
yeah.
I mean, people have messed up childhood and they don't kill people.
You're right, man.
Or torture dogs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and he did kill a dog while killing a man, and then put like the
body.
He showed the dog, and then like I think he stabbed it. Which, all right, we can go on to something else.
But yeah, check that documentary out. It's called Don't Fuck with Cats. I mean, long story short, it's a cool documentary because you see the evils of the internet sort of, and it's so early on, man. That's 10 years ago. You see how people were using the internet for super fucking vile and evil shit as soon as that shit was invented. Like as soon as that shit was made convenient.
Yeah.
Oh, like damn. But so tell me about go ahead.
Oh no, I mean I got into like this
okay.
Google spiral.
Yeah, go ahead.
After I looked into Luca.
Mm-hmm.
I found this guy Todd Kindhammer. I don't know, but so supposedly he's still sticking to this story, and he doesn't go up for parole until like 2048.
Oh,
yeah, because he got life in prison in 2018, but with possible parole in 2048.
Oh my god.
30 years.
30 years.
He got that 30 to life. But so he said he was driving his wife to go meet up with a guy who was going to buy a windshield from him, and a pipe fell off the back of a semi truck, bounced off the road through the windshield and hit his wife and killed her. So he called the police. They come, and she's like, didn't get impaled by the pole. Has like fractures in the back of her skull, marks on her neck, and his fists are bloody.
Okay.
And, okay. So the guy, like, it's already looking bad for him.
Yeah.
And the paramedic was like, let's take pictures of this guy just in case, because this seems fishy. They took pictures of him. He didn't have his wedding ring on in the picture. And during trial, they were like, so in this picture, you didn't have your wedding ring on. Why is that? And he's like, well, I took it off. My knuckles were all swollen. I didn't want it to get stuck in my finger. He was like, the DA was like, you're worried about your ring being stuck in your finger while your wife is dead? And he was like, I took it off while I was waiting to get to my wife. And he was quick with it. He was quick with these lies. I mean,
he was
he was quick. There's videos of the trial. But the weird part is
2018.
Yeah. The weird part is, well, it happened in 2016, I think.
Still recent.
But the weird part is every friend and family member, even on the wife's side, the one that died, defended him.
They're like, no, he did not do that.
Yeah, they're like, they had the perfect relationship, everything.
What the fuck? And there's no other details?
I mean,
that's fishy as
they said we don't really know what happened to her that I'm pretty sure that lies or what really happened to her is gonna die with him. But I mean, he got life,
I mean,
and they've extended his they extended his stuff for like another 6 years, so I think he can fight it or something like more.
I mean, they reached a point they were like, well, fuck, we have to blame someone.
And then a passerby, like, okay, so he stopped the car, and then while trying to help his wife, apparently or supposedly, his car rolled back into a ditch. And it said that when the car passed by, the windshield was not broke. There was no one in the passenger seat and no one around the car. So like he was doing something, and the glass was in the seat where she would have been sitting, and there was no glass on her body. So I think this guy pulled over, staged a wreck, pulled her out, and then busted the windshield with the pipe.
What?
Yeah, there was no glass on her, and it said that when the glass was broke, how they look like observed the crime.
Forensics.
Forensics said that the door was open, like while it was being busted. There wouldn't have been glass all in the seat.
Yeah, there would.
If she was sitting there, it would have been on her.
Yeah, it would have been on her body and in her clothes.
Yeah, and then he had like scratches on him. She was missing a fingernail. He had bloody knuckles. Dude did it.
He did it.
Yeah, definitely. They think he beat her up in the garage, slammed her head on the garage floor, put her in the car, dipped. And
then said, "Oh, we got in a wreck."
Dude, you know how that's a freak accident? A pole bouncing off of a semi, bouncing off the street, and then hitting the passenger side. And the cops recreated that. Yeah. Like several times. There was just video clips of them like dropping this pole, rolling the pole off the side of the truck, and it barely gets off the ground after it hits. Couldn't recreate it.
Because it's fake. Because it's bullshit.
Yeah, he thought he was foolproof, bro. He thought he was slick.
And that's not too long ago either.
Mm-mm.
Where was that? You know, does it say a state?
Yeah, give me a second.
That's actually bonkers. He was just like, no.
And it said it struck her in the head, bro. The pipe had no blood on it, nothing. And all the damage was done to the back of her head and her neck.
This guy's a lunatic.
Man, I just read this and now I can't. Seattle?
Washington.
Okay. Is there I mean, you're not going to know. Is there a La Crosse County?
I have no idea. So let me tell you about this documentary I saw on Vice. Again. So it's, man, I'm thinking 2014-ish, 2015-ish. So it's around, it's 5-6 years ago, okay? This is in North Carolina. There's a guy, I can't think of his actual name, but he went by Pazuzu, okay? So, I haven't seen it, but have you heard of the original Exorcist movie? Like the old one where it's like the little girl gets possessed?
Yeah.
Okay, Pazuzu is the name of the demon that possesses her. Okay, I never watched it, but that's just what they said in the movie.
You never seen that?
In the documentary. No. I've heard that was one of the most fucked up movies ever.
It is.
Anyway, Pazuzu, that's what he goes by. That's the demon's name that possesses the little girl in the movie. I believe. If I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive that's what it said. But so this guy, he's crazy as fuck. He's trying to be Charles Manson. He's trying to be Jim Jones. He's trying to start his own cult. He's literally he has this house and it's a flop house, they party and shit. He's got a whole bunch of women and stuff. There's just girls and friends and all these kind of people that come to his house and party, and the house is absolutely disgusting. They show the house and stuff, and like they get into his life. But anyway, so come to find out, he was murdering people and burying them in his backyard. Okay, like just killing people in the house, torturing them and stuff. And like he was like a straight up like devil worshiper. Like he worshipped the devil, and it's this is in North Carolina, and he was just basically like brainwashing these girls, kind of like Charles Manson, and was like brainwashing them into like helping him bury the bodies, or like helping him like murder the people. So time goes on, people, like I said, there's a whole lot of people who are at this, in and out of this house. There's a lot of people associated with the house. There's people there everywhere. And eventually word gets out that, hey, police, I think that you guys should go investigate this house. Like, I think there's bodies buried in the backyard. Like time gets out. He brags about it. He's proud of it, and word gets out to the authorities, hey, I think you guys should go try and get in this guy's backyard. There's bodies buried back there. He murders people. Well, a couple times, the cops knock on the door, hey, can we search the house? And he says, the guy answers the door, Pazuzu, and he's like, no. And they just say, okay, and then just leave. Like, they never really do a full investigation until, like, he keeps killing people. Like, I think he ended up killing like more than one or two. Like, he killed a few people and was burying them in his backyard. I think they found like 3 skeletons, and he eventually gets arrested, and he gets caught, and come to find out he's just absolutely mentally fucking insane, but he never was diagnosed with anything. And he so like I said, he's crazy as fuck, and he was just a drug abuser. Like, the house was very drug friendly, and like everyone was doing all kinds of just hard drugs and stuff, and like he was like high on something, and he like shaved his teeth to a point, like shark teeth, literally. And the reason I'm telling you that is because in jail he like gnawed his arms and bled himself to death and killed himself in jail. And there was no like that whole situation of him dying is actually kind of shady, because there's not really like the cases are, they're still not closed, because he's dead.
Yeah.
It's a weird
is it a
one.
cold case at that point?
I'm not really sure exactly what they call it, what they would call it. But I mean, dude, that's just, think about that, man. That's suburban North Carolina. You got these crazy hoodlum 20-year-olds partying at this house all the time.
How, was he 20?
I mean,
how old was he?
They were all in their 20s. Like, that couldn't have been in their 30s. They were young, dude.
Were they on drugs? Like, what was up?
Yeah, bro. Like, these people, they were just partying and on drugs, doing heroin and meth and every fucking thing, and partying and drinking and stuff. Like, there's a whole, like, I want to watch it with you, but dude,
what's it on?
It's on Hulu, Vice. Hulu.
Okay. Yeah, I think you said that.
Yeah. Vice, not Viceland, not the YouTube channel, but Vice, the TV network. The same one that Fuck That's Delicious comes
So you
on.
think that was like crooked cops, letting him...
I don't know,
just
man.
leaving him alone, letting him...
I don't know. It's such a weird situation, because they like interview the victims' families and girlfriends and stuff, and they're like, I don't know. Like, I just want answers. And they don't really... They know, like... They think they know that he did it. That just he did it, but who knows if he had help. It's crazy.
That is crazy. Speaking of...
It's not as crazy as the Luca one, the Don't Fuck With Cats one, because that's like some international shit. But like this, that's crazy.
Speaking of crooked cops, I actually have a little... What is that? I don't even know. But let me tell you about this guy. His name is John Lang, and he's from Fresno?
California?
Fresno. Yeah, Fresno, California. So, John was a whistleblower on some kind of tag scam, like license plate scam that the cops were doing.
Okay.
And caused the city a whole bunch of problems. City of Fresno, like just going crazy on Facebook, posting all kinds of stuff, and like I mean, he created some waves.
Yeah.
So he started, putting security cameras up, and he was basically being stalked by the Fresno police. Like, I mean, there's parts in it to where like you would think like, he's crazy.
He's like, yeah,
like he goes a little too deep with it.
Yeah.
It snowballed and he's just freaking out. But so his death was really weird. So I'm getting ahead of myself. He was posting these videos that he was getting from his like CCTV and
security cams.
Yeah, okay, security cameras.
Well, some people might not,
he was posting his security cam videos of cops just sitting outside his house, but they were on the other side of the street. They could have been doing something else. And
but that's probably why they did it though. They were like, no, we can explain it this way.
That's what I'm saying. There's it's one man versus the city of Fresno, really, which is, people are gonna probably believe Fresno over this guy, which is messed up because he could have been right. But so there was guys like, this is where it gets kind of like, all right, he's freaking out. There was like a guy just looking at his house, but Fresno is, people go there to record all the time, But there was a guy like looking at his house, and like then he just kind of like, but then he just kind of turns away and acts like he's texting, but he could have been really texting. And then there was another guy walking his dog, but he said it was a police officer walking his service dog, trying to condition his dog, so his dog wouldn't bark or anything when he came back. And he was like letting the dog sniff. But I mean, if you're walking your dog and you pass by a fence and there's a dog, you're gonna let him like sniff and like say hey, I guess.
Hey.
Yeah, like basically. And so he posted that one, but then it gets weird because a minivan pulled up and opened the sliding door, and they had like this huge camera, and he said it was an infrared camera, like the cops seen if he was home trying to plan a break-in. And then time goes by and he starts doing these weird posts like, hey, if anything happens to me
social media, Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook. He's like, so if anything happens to me in the next few days, it's Fresno police, my neighbor, and a employee at my job, Payless Tire and whatever.
Yeah.
And so everyone's in on this, even people at his work. And so
wait, what do you mean everyone's in on it? Like,
I mean, like his neighbor, Fresno police,
like they know.
And then a worker at his job. That's what he was saying in the post.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's saying these people had something to do with me being harmed.
His coworker.
And then he posts security camera footage of a carpet company, like a carpet cleaning or something.
Big white van.
Yeah,
type
outside of his neighbor's house, but he didn't have any neighbors over there. It was a vacant house, and he was like, "So I think they're gonna do it tonight. I think I saw 2 men hop out and sneak into this vacant house while they're in the carport. I've looked up this carpet company. There's nothing of them,
oh my God.
Which is weird because 5 days after his death, his mysterious death, there was one review posted, and it was like, they did a great job. And there was nothing else before that, before he posted that video. And, I mean, when you look at the security camera footage, they were, like, looking back at his house and stuff. It looks sketchy.
Yeah.
But, I mean, anything can be a, what's it called? A conspiracy if you think about it.
Yeah, exactly.
So, that night he does die. He was found with 3 stab wounds. And he died of smoke inhalation. Yeah, inhalation, because his house was set on fire, but he was barricaded inside, so they don't know if he was trapped inside or trying to keep people out. And the coroner said that they were self-inflicted stab wounds.
3 times?
Yeah, I don't think
fatally.
Like, well, he just he couldn't walk or anything. Like, he was bleeding out, but he ultimately died of smoke inhalation.
That's overkill if you think about it.
Yeah, and then
Like,
dude, that's a hell of a way to commit suicide.
That's
the fishy part.
I'm about to stab myself and then set my house on fire and die of black smoke in my lungs.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Like, if you're really like that, if you have that state of mind, you're gonna do it a different way.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
where it gets like really fishy. And
Is there anything after this?
oh yeah,
any
so
info?
so his family went into the home and they actually found documents to where one document said that he died of a vicious murder, that it wasn't suicide, because the coroner ruled it suicide. But guess who was present? 2 Fresno deputies.
They were like, no, it's not. Or they were like, yeah, it is. It's suicide.
Yeah. So, whole fishy situation. If y'all want to look it up, it's John Lang.
What?
You go into a spiral looking at this guy's
was
stuff.
his last 10 years or so?
2016.
2060. Dude, all right, you noticed this too, bro. The one I brought up, 2015, 16, that first murder you brought up,
Yeah, that
3-4
was
years. That was last year, 2 years ago, not even, a year and a half probably. This one, like, dude, this is in the last 5 years. This isn't like something like John F. Kennedy's assassination.
No, yeah, this is crazy stuff going on. Did you hear about that guy that, said that, I think he's in Texas, and apparently there's like underground tunnels all through Texas?
I've heard about it.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
So,
I'm not
he
into it.
was like the same John Lang stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he had security camera footage, but that guy was crazy.
He was a nut job?
Yeah, he shot himself in the foot over this stuff.
Like, actually?
Yeah.
Oh, like he actually shot
He
himself.
shot himself in the foot and then said that someone snuck into his house and shot him.
Okay.
So, that guy was a nut. But this, I don't know. This is fishy. This is really sus.
You don't want to think that the group of people supposed to protect you.
Well, Fresno police doesn't have a good track record either. Like, one's being, I think he got in trouble for distributing heroin.
Oh.
So they have like a horrible track record up there in Fresno or over there.
Yeah. It's California. I mean, dude. You heard about Rodney King? The Rodney King stuff? That was in Compton or LA, or that was in California. And that was a crazy police brutality incident.
Yeah, they beat the dog shit out of him.
That was in the 90s. And they caught that on camera, dude. They beat the dog shit out of him. Like six cops. And
just with the batons, just wow.
Bro. And you know how he died?
What?
He drowned in a swimming pool.
He died?
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't know he died.
He drowned in a swimming pool.
When?
In the 90s.
Who?
Bro. Rodney King.
He didn't die in the 90s?
Yeah, he did, bro. Look it up.
I will look it up because I think you're wrong.
He fucking drowned in a swimming pool. He was a drug user. Like, he was like a drug abuser.
2012.
Oh, he died in 20... How did he die? Maybe I'm dreaming all of this.
Yeah, Mandela effect.
Maybe. I swear. Make sure you follow at DB_Con and at Slightlee Daily on all social media platforms.
Yeah, I mean, he drowned.
Okay.
His,
it was 2012 then, okay.
Cynthia Kelly found King lying underwater at the bottom of his swimming pool. He died at 28 years to the day after his father. Wow, that's weird.
Wow. I thought you were going to say after the incident. I was
that
like,
would have been
okay,
weird.
now that someone drowned his ass.
Yeah. But no, I remember the only reason I know he didn't die in the 90s because I remember seeing him on some kind of reality TV show. He had like blonde hair and stuff.
That's just one random. I don't know too much about that shit. I did watch like a VH1 documentary like when I was in like middle school about that. And like that's like, police brutality, that's a whole thing, man. Some people feel so strongly about some things, man. You just gotta chill, You just gotta
stay out of the way.
You gotta observe. Anything else, man?
Yeah, shout out to Barkley. This is a
shout out to Barkley.
dope dope ski mask.
Yeah.
It is a ski mask. I'm wearing it as a beanie. And also, I got they sent me a couple stickers, so I'm going to put this up, actually.
Yeah, we're going to a live look. I will definitely clip this for Evan and at Barkley Merch and at _Barkley_, so we can put this on his Instagram. We're going to go ahead and slap that sticker up here on this shelf. Shout out to Nathan for spray painting this for me. If anybody, literally, guys, if anybody wants to send us stickers, there's this clothing brand, Face Your Fears, on Instagram, who is from San Jose, California. They keep telling me that they're going to send me stickers, but I haven't got any yet. Wherever, man. Wherever we got space. And it's official. Yes, sir. That's pretty. But yeah, so if you guys want to send any stickers, that would be awesome. Like I said, there's a clothing brand on Instagram, Face Your Fears, that follows. They're from California. They told me so long ago they were going to send me some stickers. And, I get it. I was like, all right, free stuff. I can wait. All right, I can wait. But it's been a while, and I think they forgot. And I want you guys to send me some stickers. Do I have to buy clothes? I guess I have to buy a shirt. I guess that's what it is.
Yeah,
I
probably.
guess.
I mean,
but they hit me up, and they were like, you want some free stickers? And I
just
was
give them
like,
time.
yeah.
They own a clothing brand.
I know, and it's across the country. I know. I'm just impatient, man.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean,
but
stick to what you say you're gonna do, though. I mean, I kicked the camera.
Should be fine. If you guys want to put anything up here, let me know. Contact me. We can make some arrangements. If you want to be a guest, let me know, and let's get the conversation started. We can talk. We can talk business.
This coming Saturday, the show Sunday, we'll be filming a podcast with A. Young Marley,
Feed the Fam,
LaMichael Armstrong, Feed the Fam CEO. I don't know if that's actually his title.
I mean, hey, might as well be.
I mean, I don't know if he's like more than that.
Yeah, true.
I mean, it is his
CEO is boss man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, CEO. We're doing it. So yeah, shout out to Nathan for the sign. I'm actually gonna send this to his mom. This podcast, dude, she likes that murder stuff.
Yeah,
she listens.
I'm sure she will
this
like
is basically
this one.
tailored for her.
Yeah,
low
this
key
is for
on
you,
accident.
Katrina. Come to the show Saturday. Yeah, I know we said it a trillion billion times, but please come on. It's $5. Come on, let's have a good time. It's gonna be fun, guys. I'm really excited for it. I'm ready. Let's make this. I don't want this to just be a one-time thing. I want the first show to be super dope, so that maybe we can do this more regularly. Because that's what DJ's vision is to like promote, be a promoter, be like a event planner type deal. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, he's such a pure guy.
He is.
Dude, he's not even in this for the money.
No.
He's doing it just for entertainment for the people. Because honestly, what's going on in Murfreesboro?
Yeah.
Nothing. You can go to the bar or something. So he's putting on a show.
$5 for some live music,
just
man.
for the people. Like, even when I was like, man, are you going to like, do anything with the profits? He was like, I was going to give them to the artists. Like, what? I mean, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Really pay the artist. But, dude, it's a bunch of homies performing.
Mm-hmm.
Take that money and do this again, or do whatever you want with it. Make your money back. But he was like, I was just going to split it up between the artists. What a pure guy. Solid.
So yeah, guys, check us out. Please check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. We're doing it. We're doing it. Episode 13. We're 15 days into 2020, and it's gonna be a big year. I got a lot of stuff coming. I'm excited for this year. I hope you guys like the podcast, because I really like filming these, and I'm really getting into just the whole podcasting culture too. I want to get better. It's fun though.
Yeah, and the ice caps are melting at an alarming rate.
Oh yeah,
they really are.
I'm gonna just throw this in. I got new music coming out soon. That's all I'm gonna say.
We saved the bees. The bees are back. They're good. Let's work on these ice caps.
Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Brendan Austin Timberlake. This is Connor. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.